You're wondering now what to do. Now you know this is the end. Stay tuned. Hello YouTube, it is me, Random Ross. And today I'm doing a top 10 list, but here's the catch. I have done this top 10 list based on the opinions of the users of Horror Amino. If you don't know what Horror Amino is, it's this free new app you can get on your phone and you can download for free. And it's like Facebook or Twitter, you know, where it's just like a social media site for us horror fans, where it's non-stop horror. And you can do blogs on there, discussions, you can even set up polls for like top 10s or whatever. And I've done that. I set about just over a week ago, I set up a poll for the top 10 horror movie endings. And I gave all the people like a choice of 10 movies, horror films that they like. And I let them all vote for it. So, for you users of Horror Amino, this is the top 10 as voted by you. So, where better to start than, well, from number 10. Let's go! Okay, so we start this countdown at the ending of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Nancy has defeated Freddy Krueger by not fearing him. The next day she wakes up, everything's fine. She, kisses her mum goodbye, wishing her a great day. And then she gets into the car with all her mates who are well and alive until the car roof closes and looks like Freddy's striped jumper on the roof, and then drives away. We also then get an abrupt ending where Freddy grabs Nancy's mother from the door window and drags her back in. And of course, the screen cuts blank with the iconic nursery rhyme, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. I was a bit surprised this is at the bottom really, because I thought this would be quite a popular ending, but it's got the least votes and I'm only doing it by the votes. What do we have next? So yes, Paranormal Activity, made in 2007 and released on the internet in 2007. It was theatrically released in 2009. Now there's two endings to this film. There's the alternate original ending where Katie goes downstairs, screams for Mika, Mika comes down, she throws Mika, she doesn't throw him into the camera, but she comes back upstairs covered in blood, she sits and rocks on the spot, We hear Katie's friend come, she is horrified by what she sees. My battery's running low on this camera, so I better put it on charge. And police come, and well, by then Kate is herself again, but the police gun her down, and then she's dead, and then that's the end. The ending they went with in 2009, she goes downstairs at 3 AM. She calls out for Mika. Mika comes down. We hear screaming till it breaks into an abrupt silence. We then hear big footsteps coming up the stairs. Then whoosh! Mika is thrown into the camera. Katie stood there. She licks his body. Then does a creepy smile. And then whoosh! Into the camera, abruptly ending it. So that's the ending of Paranormal Activity. And that was in Night Spot. What have we got next? Okay, so battery's low and the camera's gone, the light's gone on the camera, so apologies if the quality of the picture's crap. So, number 8, it is the ending to Saw, when we see at the end the doctor guy cuts off his own foot, to save his family, and then next thing, the Jigsaw killer gets up, tells him tells the other guy chained to the pipe on the other side of the room, and then he just, we don't know what happened to the doctor guy who crawls out after he cut his foot off, but then it ends where Jigsaw gets up, and he's been there the whole time, and just as he closes the door he goes, "Game over," and slams the door, and then it cuts to the end. That's the end of Saw. What have we got next? In 7th place we have the Evil Dead ending. Now, after a night of horrific events, Ash, all his friends becoming possessed by demons, Ash having to kill them all. It ends where it's the next morning, he steps out the cabin, and we think it's all over till we go to the point of the camera and something is whooshing in and gets Ash, and we don't know what it is until 1987 when they make the sequel Evil Dead 2 and he's still alive. So that's the ending to Evil Dead, the original. And what's in 6th place? In 6th place is the ending to Halloween. Well, it ends where Michael makes one last attempt. In the film he was credited as the Shape. Makes one last attempt to kill Laurie Strode, played by at the time newcomer actress Jamie Lee Curtis, until Dr. Loomis comes in with his gun and shoots Michael all 6 times until he falls back out of the window and lays there lifeless. When we look again, he's gone. That is the ending of Halloween. However, the sequel Halloween 2 took straight off from when the first one ended, so technically there's sort of one film broken into 2 films, but I'm only focusing on the ending of the first film. And of course, it comes back for more. Okay, now we're into our top 5. And what's at number 5?
Waiting for an invitation to arrive. Going to a party when no one's still alive.
Okay, so top 5. At number 5, it's the ending to Insidious. Well, it ends where Rose Byrne's character finds Elise throttled and dead on the armchair, and then her husband, or the ghost possessing her husband, grabs her in the shoulder and then puts to an abrupt ending. Also, Elise takes a photo and she doesn't see, what's his name, the father in it. She doesn't see his reflection in the camera. He sees the evil spirit that's possessed him, and he throttles her to death. And then we come to the bit where what I've just said there. Anyway, that was in 5th place. What's at number 4?
All dressed up with nowhere to go. Walking with a dead man.
And I've got the light bit working again. So, number 4 is the Friday the 13th ending. After the finale, when our main protagonist Alice cuts off Pamela Voorhees' head and kills her, she wakes up in a canoe, and then she thinks cavalry's here because she sees the police come in. Till then, bah! Jason jumps out and drags her under the water, but then she wakes up, and then that was a dream. Or was it? Because then she asks, is the boy dead too? And they didn't see no boy. And then she just says that he's still there. Leaving it open for a series of sequels, which, where Jason took over as the killer, and it's probably one of my favourite horror movie franchises of all time. Just fell over there. Okay, so, what's in 3rd place?
Don't run away. It's only
In third place is Sinister, the ending. So yeah, as you know, if you've seen the film Sinister and you know the plot and stuff, you'll know what happens. So yes, it ends where Ethan Hawke's daughter kills the family, and then on the Super 8 camera, Bagul takes her back to his realm with her. And then that's when then we get a close-up of the box with the Super 8 camera in, and just when we think it's going to end, boom! We get one last jump scare from Bagul. And that film has loads of jump scares. Sinister 2, not as many, and I didn't find that as scary as the first one, but still, I'm early on with the original ones here. You know, I might do sequels at some point if I can get a poll up for that. Okay, so what do we have finishing second? Let's see. Finishing second is the ending to Scream. Now, Scream will always have a special place for me in my heart because it was the first ever horror movie I saw. When I say that, I usually say I lost my virginity to this film as in the first ever horror movie I saw. So, the movie ends where we find out who Ghostface is, and this is in the original. It's Billy Loomis and his mate Stu. They both plan to kill Sydney, our main protagonist, played by Nev Campbell, and she manages to fight them, overpower them, bang bang, and then kill them and stuff. And then that's how the movie ends. In the next day, when cavalry's here and everyone, well, not everyone has survived, but our main characters have. Only to know that sequels come. But I'm on about the original Scream. Okay, so next. Okay, so before I reveal who is in first place, I just want to give out some honourable mentions to some films, you know, that I just want to mention. You know, they're just films that I think should be put in this list, but you know, we put 10 in the poll, so I put in my personal picks in the honourable mentions. So, honourable mentions are endings to films are The Babadook, Carrie, Buried, Psycho, Sleepaway Camp. In fact, that movie is known for its ending, Sleepaway Camp. Candyman, Drag You to Hell, Rosemary's Baby, and the Blair Witch Project. I'm surprised I didn't get any votes on that one. So, let's get to the point. Who is number one? Well, let's see. With the most votes on Horror Amino, the ending to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, when our last surviving girl gets out of her restraints and escapes the Sawyer's house, early with Leatherface and that weird redneck kid slowly following behind them. As they chase her, she then walks into the road, a lorry runs the redneck kid over. Leatherface, though, is still continuing to chase her, and then she manages to hitch a ride on a truck, and then Leatherface is still chasing her with the chainsaw, you know, getting her on the truck, but, you know, the truck drives off fast enough and she gets away, leaving in shock and terror, while Leatherface is stood in the middle of the road, waving and swinging the chainsaw around in frustration. And then the screen cuts to blank, and that's the end. Well, horror fans, that is it. We've had the top 10 counted down. I want to say thanks to you people that have been on Horror Amino and that have took the time to vote for all these movies and their endings. Really appreciate it. And like I say, Horror Amino, if you're a horror fan, you know, download it for free. It's free, and I'll see if I can link it down below in the description. If I can't, then I'm sorry, but you can join it. The logo is like of a blood handprint. And what else? So yeah, what do you have a top 10 horror movie endings? What's your favourite? You know, let me know in the comments down below. Also, like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you after this one. Also, linked down below are links to my Facebook, my Twitter. So follow me on both of those social medias to see what I get up to outside of YouTube and stay updated. So, till next time, bye friends.